How's it going, everyone? It's Jed. Welcome to Friday's update. Let's start off with Bitcoin and see what happened and, pretty much how our levels have been respected. So, last where we left off, starting from left to right, we had this weekly uptrend acting as resistance. Here you can see it acting as support, and we can see it actually did hold above the what was once a resistance for 3 candles, but there's only one hard green candle hard close above that. So, like I say on the other time frames, the more hard closes on one time frame, the higher um, the higher the chances of it actually being a hard close on the daily, right? So in this case, there was a very volatile action, right? Everything did close above it, but ultimately, there's just one green candle that's not enough, which resulted in that downtrend. So once you lose that uptrend, when you lose that uptrend, right, guys, especially on the daily, right, it goes to the respective, time frame, like the nearest support, which here you see is the daily uptrend right here that we had marked back in March 5th. So, as of right now, there's still 2 hours left until the daily candle close, but ultimately it looks like it's actually hard closing above it. So what we're gonna do here now is that we're gonna evolve this, right? We're gonna evolve it from here to there, right? This is our new resistance, and now we are working within this apex here. Um, what we can do here in the smaller time frames, we go to the 1 hour because we had some 1 hour levels there. You can see that it did end up breaking below it, so let's delete those. We had some 4 hour levels that acted as support, but we can delete that as well, along with this 4 hour here. So now what we have here is this purple tested line, which is also our weekly. So if we go to the weekly time frame, go to the week, here you can see it's actually hard closing on a weekly time frame below the weekly. Okay, so um, there may be some retracement, there may be some volatile retracement, but for now, before we can even come to those conclusions, we have to see how this daily apex supports the move. Because as of right now, it's really not the weekly that's supporting this move. It's really this daily. Because when we go on the weekly, you see it's actually hard closing below this weekly. Okay, so if that confuses you, just drop it down a comment below. It's really just about time frames, but ultimately this daily uptrend is what's really holding the whole Bitcoin structure. So we'll see how that holds, okay? Um, Anything on the daily that we see here? Really not much. All these levels are still being respected. I think our best bet is to go back on the 4 hour. So here you can see, guys, on the 4 hour time frame. If you guys remember, I was able to play with the visibility, so it's only showing on the 4 hour. Here with this 4 hour, you can see that it's actually respected this 4 hour that we marked on the 11th really nicely. Here you can see, even here, this is where the breakout happened. You see that breakout down below, and you can see it goes down to the dailies as we mentioned earlier. So uh, in regards to this, evolving this, there's really no need to, because if you evolve it to what makes sense, it just ends up being very close to where that daily is. And obviously, the daily always has more, I guess you can say, meaning to it than the 4 hour. As of right now, these 4 hour resistances are valid. Nothing has changed about these. I know even this 4 hour, I know it looks a little bit crazy how it's extending out really far, but it's going to act as resistance in the future. I'm pretty certain of that. So, in summary, guys, this daily is again holding the pretty much the whole move right now, right? If this falls, yes, it can go down to this tested daily, possibly this tested daily, but the next uptrend would be this to support the move, and then if that breaks, so on. So, yeah, just keep watching this daily uptrend and see how that plays out. Um, and yeah, pretty much a straightforward update, guys. Um, it's going back to historical price action, no longer in price discovery. So it's a little bit easier to TA and kind of and see where it's actually heading towards. So, with this into consideration, guys, again, with the altcoins, we're going to see this probably the same price action, right? Because Bitcoin controls the market. So, you know, I won't be surprised if some of these altcoins dropped much harder. And that just goes back to my point of always, you know, cashing out some of your profits, right? So, if one coin, 5x and now it's back to where, back to, and it dropped 40%, it's real ultimately your fault for you not cashing out because you wanted to get, really greedy. So, just a FYI, guys, I mean, I know most of you guys are on profit. I just want to stress that you guys are taking some profit. At least, I don't know, whether that be just your investment, or if you want, you can just take out the profit out and then leave your initial investment in it. It's just really up to you as a trader, guys. There's no hard set rule for that type of for those type of things. Um, it's just really up to you as a trader on when you want to sell and get out, right? So, um, yeah, so this is a really good update, really nice price action we've been seeing with Bitcoin as altcoins, as Bitcoin retraces, these altcoins are going to go down again, which will give you an opportunity to scoop some more up. So for me, like I said, I'm accumulating XRP. Even at these levels, 62, we'll go into the chart and the altcoin update. But hey, as long as it's hitting support, guys, I'm slowly accumulating, whether it be XRP, um, maybe DGB, we'll see. Okay, so definitely your opportunity to start looking and strategizing when to get into these altcoins. So that's all for the update, guys. I'll see you on the altcoin update in a bit. Bye.